Hello and welcome back. Today I am joined by Nathalie Loiseau, Chair of the Security and Defense Subcommittee of the European Parliament. Good afternoon, Madame Loiseau. Thank you for accepting our invitation and joining us on Artsakh Public Television from Brussels.
My pleasure to be with you. Good afternoon.
Madame Loiseau, while all eyes are on Ukraine, Azerbaijan violated the ceasefire in Nagorno-Karabakh, in the area under the responsibility of the Russian peacekeeping forces. France, the United States, Russia demanded Azerbaijan to withdraw its troops to their initial positions and respect the November ceasefire, but Azerbaijan doesn't seem to do so. What would you say about this?
Well, the ceasefire has to be fully respected and implemented, and we in the European Union do share this position that Azerbaijani troops must withdraw. I would like to see Russian peacekeepers being able to implement the ceasefire that they are present to monitor. So I think more efforts need to be done. I know a number of people called authorities from Azerbaijan to clearly state that they have to withdraw from the territory.
Madame Loiseau, while you were raising awareness about the destruction of the Armenian cultural heritage in Nagorno-Karabakh, Azerbaijan created a new humanitarian crisis, periodically cutting off gas supply and leaving people without heating in freezing temperatures. Gas supply has been resumed, but people are not sure of Azerbaijan's future plans. How would you comment on this policy of Azerbaijan?
Well, I think what happened should never have happened. Azerbaijan claims to be responsible for territory. It should be responsible for the life of people. But I think that what took place was clearly a form of intimidation or a show of force to put pressure on civilians. This is something that is not acceptable. I'm happy and relieved that the gas supply has resumed, but this should not be used as a weapon or a means of pressure against people.
Madame Loiseau, international human rights watchdogs like HRW and Amnesty in their reports record that Azerbaijan has systematically violated international humanitarian law and international law in Nagorno-Karabakh. Do you see any mechanism for accountability, including the European sanctions on Azerbaijan?
What I think is that we have to build to work on confidence-building measures. There has been a war. There are casualties. There are prisoners of war. Prisoners of war should be freed, all of them, without any sort of condition. The bodies of people who died should be brought to their families. If there are efforts to be done on the other side, let's have them done. Giving the maps of landmines is, of course, important. We really have to build confidence, and we have to work actively against hate speech, because I am struck by the level of hatred which I hear and will not help in the future. So I would really urge everybody to restrain from hate speech, whatever took place. We have to consolidate the ceasefire, and we have to build a future.
Madame Loiseau, the Artsakh Human Rights Ombudsman and the experts on the conflict are alarming about Azerbaijan's aim to reach a final resolution to the conflict through gradual ethnic cleansing in Nagorno-Karabakh. How are these developments seen in Europe?
Well, first of all, I was struck when I was myself in Stepanakert after the war that so many people had come back, and it shows how important their territory, their culture is for people from Nagorno-Karabakh. And this is something that nobody should underestimate. This is their land, this is your land, and you will always be willing to stay in your land. People may be intimidated because we know that there are attempts to tell people you should get away, you should leave. This is not acceptable either, but basically what we have to work on, and more actively than ever, the moment where it is possible, is to work on the status of Nagorno-Karabakh. The only thing is that for now, I don't see co-chairs of the Minsk group meeting together for obvious reasons. There is war in Ukraine, and I don't see it easily that people would sit at a table with Russia and talking about Nagorno-Karabakh. This is regrettable, but one has to understand that it doesn't help a negotiation in the format of the co-chairs of the Minsk group right now. But I think that the EU should get more involved, and I would say helping for a solution, but never forgetting that in 2020 there was an aggressor, and it was Azerbaijan, and there was Armenia and Nagorno-Karabakh who were aggressed.
Madame Loiseau, you have mentioned the EU involvement in our region, but Mr. Toivo Clark, the EU Special Representative to the South Caucasus, regularly visits Armenia and Azerbaijan, but isn't interested in a visit to Nagorno-Karabakh to see what's happening on the ground. How would you comment on this?
Well, you know that I went to Nagorno-Karabakh. It's obvious that diplomats don't go to Nagorno-Karabakh. I was a diplomat before. The moment I became a member of the European Parliament, I was more free to go and have a full understanding of the situation on the ground. I would also like to see more NGOs present in Nagorno-Karabakh. I would like to see international organization in Nagorno-Karabakh. I'm still waiting impatiently for a proper mission from UNESCO to protect cultural heritage, because there has been a lot of time wasted since the end of the armed conflict in 2020. So international presence is necessary.
Madame Loiseau, I thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.